Hey Crazy Crafters, welcome to Technique of the Week.
Yes, it's Wednesday, so that is the day that here at Krazy Kreations we show you something fun to do with our projects.
Yes, we show you brand new, interesting ways to use vinyl outline stickers, handmade microfine glitter paper, and some of our other products here at Krazy Kreations.
Yes, I said projects, but I meant products. But we are going to show you a project, and I'm very excited. So my name is Kara.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are a mother-daughter team here at Krazy Kreations in Wairika, California, where it's sweater weather.
It is, finally, sweater weather. So happy about that.
Yes, so today we're going to kind of show you a fun way to use our handmade glitter outline stickers, but we're going to throw in some acetate and show you how to make a stunning card. Now, do you know what this card is called?
This is called a floating element on your card.
Yes, so if you go in and you type like floating cards, you're going to get things, on the internet. You're going to have things like magic tricks and all kinds of different funny things showing up, but not this method. So you'll want to pay close attention to what we're doing.
That's why it's called a floating element on your card.
That's right.
So we're going to show you this really beautiful sample we've created. Then we'll show you the technique on how to create this floating card element. And oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Let us know in the comments below if you're excited for Technique of the Week.
Now there is one little twist that we're doing differently is we normally offer a kit at the end, and instead we're going to offer a bundle. So you'll want to stay tuned to the very end because we've really greatly discounted that bundle.
Okay, so stay tuned and here we go. We're going to check this sample out.
Okay, so look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And it looks like these flowers here, which I'm going to call poinsettias, are just kind of floating on the card because as you can see, they are not flat. And I think that's so pretty. Now there are different ways of doing this technique, and I'm going to do the one that's my favorite here at Krazy Kreation. And today we're going to use acetate. Now other people that I've seen that have done a similar thing use something called like a press and stick paper, and they kind of put all their flowers down and then they peel it up. It's kind of like our transfer tape, and then they press it down. I like this way better because A, it gives you a better base, and B, I just think it's so beautiful. Here, I'll let you hold it up, Jackie.
So did you show the side of the card yet where you can kind of see the acetate? So this is what gives it that height and that floating illusion.
Yes. All right. Okay, so shall we get started?
Okay.
So normally what we would do is we would make our card. So we would have our black card base, which by the way, this is an A2 card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we would put our matting piece in there. But we're not going to do that today. And believe it or not, this is all the paper that we need. Can you believe this?
That is crazy.
I know, and I think so too, and it's pretty standard, but look how elegant it makes this card look. But the reason we're not going to do that till the end is because when you work with this right here, acetate, it's really hard to see what you're doing if you don't have something behind it, like white. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm going to keep the white as kind of we could see where to put our flowers once we color them. Now there is one thing you need to do to your acetate before we hop over to the coloring part, and that is this acetate that we are using is our 0.10 weight acetate. So it has a really nice plasticky weight. It's really quite nice. It's my favorite. But it does have a protective coating on one side.
So it looks like we're having a few internet problems today, so we're going to be really quick on this technique.
Okay, I didn't know that at all. So here we go. So the first thing you have to do is figure out which side has the coating. So I like to use my little tweezers, and I'm going to just kind of poke at the corner, and if nothing moves, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to notice that it's the other side. And then all you have to do is just get a piece going, and it peels right off. See that? Peel. Okay, now this will be ready to use. So let's jump over to the coloring part. All right, so we're going to use our handmade glitter paper, right?
Yeah, so the first thing we need to do is burnish that glitter paper with our fingers. So we're just going to rub with our fingers.
Okay, and then these are outline stickers. Now, if you're not familiar, we do have some flowers that are on extra large outline stickers. These right here, I think, look a lot like poinsettias. So with an outline sticker, it's a kind of an alternative to stamping. So you're just going to peel the outline and it looks like the stamped image. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And put it on the glitter paper. And you keep doing that until you have all the flowers that you want. Now this sheet gives us 3 large ones, 3 medium, and 6 small, and all kinds of tiny ones and leaves. So you have a lot of opportunity. I'm also using this leaf one, which has all kinds of leaves. And if you peel, same process, peel, stick, and then you want to rub them down because you don't want any bleeding to come underneath the sticker, okay? That's all there is to it. Now we're ready to color. Now in the spirit of saving time, I've already gone ahead, put some down on the glitter paper and cut them out.
All right, that's like magic.
Yes. So what we're going to do now is show you how to color. Are you the colorist today?
I guess I am.
Okay, I'm going to point the leaves up for you.
Now, the thing I really like about this card is if you look at the flowers, I have to pick it up here, there's actually a pink, red, and light red. So we use 3 colors to color this beautiful flower. Here it's dark red, light red, and here it's just pink. So I like that we mixed all these colors together and they tie in really nicely. So shall we do the big one first?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, so what we'll need to do is grab our pink, which is RV17, red, which is R17, and light red, which is R03. Now these are Rite Art markers. They're alcohol-based markers, and they work really well on the glitter paper.
So let me move this out of the way. Would you like a piece of scratch paper or anything?
No, I think I'm okay, but I need to switch sides because I'm coloring on the left here.
Yes, we just like to kind of mix things up for everybody.
So we'll need to start with our darkest color, and I'm going to start with the pink and work my way towards the tip of the petal. So we're going to go dark pink, and I am using the brush tip side.
Now, do you want to stop at the same area, or do you kind of mix it up?
You want to leave a little bit of variation, kind of like that, so it looks natural. Then we'll take the red, R17, and I'm just going to kind of drag that pink. And you'll notice how that dark pink and the red, really, they kind of touched each other and then they blended in, and I barely did any coloring on there.
I know, our handmade glitter paper is wonderful, and it is the easiest way to get started if you want to learn how to blend and shade and do all that, because these colors mix together through the magic of our glitter paper.
So here I have R03, and this is going to blend that dark red into the light red. So I'm dragging that color out to the tip of the petal. So you go to where the red ended and just drag or pull the color. And here we have that beautiful gradient from pink to red.
And you could go up further up the flower like that one if you want to. It's a matter of how much dark you want versus how much light. But always keep in mind that you can make something darker, but you can't go back and make something lighter.
Exactly. So I'm just going to finish this flower out doing the same technique, going from pink to red to a very light red, and this time I'm going to add even more dark because I want you to see the difference when you do that. Now, are you somebody who has a light hand with markers or a dark hand, Kara? Meaning, do you add lots of dark colors or lots of light colors?
Kind of in the middle, Jackie. I like to do both. It depends what mood is hitting me. How about you?
I tend to use a lighter hand because I know I can add more dark later.
I just think this flower that you're coloring is beautiful. I mean, it's just so spectacular, and that glitter just shines right through the color.
Exactly. So it looks like an ombre effect.
I really love it. Now, our glitter paper is not the kind that you buy in a craft store. This is really handmade, very, very smooth. It's almost like a smooth piece of paper, but it has all that sparkle in it. And therefore, you won't ruin your markers. It's beautiful. And by the way, it doesn't all come off, you know, the glitter part.
Right.
Okay, so now the middle is just going to go ahead and we're going to just do that with our black marker. And this is number 100. And all you have to do is color with the black. Not bad,
So
right?
it kind of makes it look like a shadow.
It does. There you go. Look how beautiful and stunning that is. Now let's do this small flower and just use our reds. How's that? So we could show the contrast.
Okay. So we'll do R17 and R03. So no pink this time. And I'm just going to take my brush tip. Now this is a smaller flower, so that means I can do all the petals at once. The ink will still be wet. On a larger flower, you only want to do a couple petals at a time. And now I have my R03. And I'm just going to drag that color to the edge of the flower petal. Now these are like our poinsettias. We're making them into Christmas flowers.
I love it. I just think this is so stunning, and you could kind of see the difference without the pink. So here's a contrast for you.
So my favorite is with the pink. Let us know what your favorite is in the comments below, if you prefer just the red or if you prefer the pink and red.
Okay, and then we have some leaves, right?
Okay, yeah, we do.
And we could do this one, which is YG29 and YG00. Shall we go ahead and get that done?
So those are some olive greens. So I have those right here. Again, Rite Art markers. And we're going to start with the darkest color, YG29. And when I do leaves, I like to do the dark in the center of the leaf. What do you do?
I do the same.
But you can do it any way that you like. We're all the artists.
And notice how dark that green really is. And we're going to contrast it with something extremely light.
Yes, YG00.
And, you know, the glitter paper makes that middle color that you would normally need if you were doing this on a blending cardstock, not the glitter. But here you only need two markers, a very dark with a very light.
It's kind of tricky to color when your pieces are already cut out, but
saves time,
it does.
Right? Well, I think the coloring is our signature thing, so I'm really glad that we got through that. And then once Jackie finishes that, I will tell you a trick that I really like to do is when I cut these out, I may have some white core of the paper showing, so I like to go around the edges with a black marker. And that way you don't see any of my cutting that wasn't stellar, okay? Now that we've done that, we can go back to the card, and this is the part where you're going to want to arrange your acetate. Now remember, we took the protected cover off the acetate, and what makes this a floating card, just so you know, is we're going to put this on, but we're going to use foam dots, and we're not going to be afraid to go off the acetate, because as you can see, we're going to cut it, and that is what makes it look floating. It's just floating in air. So we're going to turn this over, and this is one project, Jackie, where you use a lot of pop dots. Now, do you want to explain what those are?
So pop dots are foam dimensionals. So there's so many different names for these little things. And what they are, it's like a foam with adhesive on both sides. So it adds dimension and adds 3D to your card, and it also acts as adhesive.
And I'm not kidding, you want to put on foam dots, okay? So I want to make sure that these are all standing up really, you know, quite evenly over the card. And then on this one, because I know I'm going to cut off a little bit up there, I'm just going to put one kind of like that, okay? All right, so I'm going to get these down on my acetate. So let's do this first. Now, did you talk how we had to take this part off?
So it does have a little release paper. Some do, some don't. So you'll want to take those off to make sure that they're sticky.
Yep. And let me tell you, I'm using my wonderful tweezers for that because I find that helps me a lot.
And I just want to mention that we are live right now, but there is replay for this video. So if you want to come back and watch this technique all the way through, you can definitely replay this video.
Okay, so there's that. And then I want to go ahead and put my leaf on. So I am going to have that. Oh, one thing, these stick really tightly to the acetate. So you kind of want to commit.
To the stick.
Commit to the stick, okay? So there's that, and then you would simply put this where you'd like it. So let's just put that on. I'm not going to put all of the dots I would put, but I would put a lot again. All right.
And you can see how fun it is to create this arrangement over here. You can do so many different layouts with these flowers and leaves and different combinations of them.
Now, once you've done this, and you've kind of put everything in, and you don't have to fill it up. You know, you could do whatever you want. You are going to turn this over, and you're going to take your scissors, and you're going to trim off any that are outside of your acetate, okay? So I'm going to trim, and you don't have to worry about it, right? You're not ruining your image. Okay.
So you're just following the edge of the acetate and trimming to make sure all of your images are within that acetate.
And what I really like about this now is we're going to place this down on here. And what you can do is use your tape roller, but you're only going to put the tape where you see the back of the stickers because you don't want it to show through on your acetate. So this is going to be flat.
By the way, I didn't get to ask earlier how many of you have made a floating element card before, because I've never seen this before and I think it's really cool. So if you've never seen this, let us know in the comments section.
And look how pretty that is. I mean, you don't even have to put as many as I did, but I like that. And then we would come over to our mini dots and we would just peel some of these. So let me peel one. And you could just stick them wherever you want because they have adhesive on there. Now it is time to turn this over and put it onto the black cardstock. Now remember, we didn't do that right in the beginning. So to finish our card, isn't that gorgeous?
It is really stunning. It's simple. It's kind of like a clean and simple card. Those are a trend. Have you heard of those before?
I have, and I like them.
So,
and then
clean and simple means lots of white space.
I know, and I love it. And then we have these sentiment stickers, which I love because when you pick up a word, actually, let's do the cursive one this time.
The cursive one is my favorite.
And it's all one word. Do you see that?
So one piece per word.
And you just put it here on the bottom. How easy was this card? I mean, elegant, beautiful, easy, right?
And different, very unique.
Okay, so let me just put this word so we have it almost finished. And there we go. Isn't that beautiful?
So the last step that I can see is adding your bling. Oh, you already added a little bit of bling.
I did, yes. I'm way ahead of you on that.
Okay, then the card is pretty much done.
It is done, and I just think it's so pretty. Now again, this is called the floating card, the floating element card, but we are using the acetate method, and there is another method out there, but you really, this one is my favorite.
Yes, so if you loved this technique, let us know in the comments section. Give us a thumbs up. But you're in luck because we have a technique bundle this week. So we are offering a bundle of all of these supplies discounted on the Krazy Kreations website.
Yes, so you're going to get the flower sticker, you're going to get that sentiment, you're going to get the leaves here, you're going to get a 2-pack of our warm glitter paper, you're going to get the bling, of course, You're even going to get a packet of foam dots, and of course you're going to get 5 sheets of acetate, which I'm sure you could use many different ways.
Very good quality acetate.
Very good quality. And then we're going to throw in some white and black cardstock, right?
And the idea sheet.
And we're giving you an idea sheet, which will kind of show you in more depth with the photograph and instructions different ways to make these floating cards, including this one.
So this is called the Floating Card Technique Bundle on the Krazy Kreations website, and it's in the Technique of the Week category at krazycreations.us, and the bundle has a special price.
It does. So if you added all of this up in the bundle, not including our idea sheet or the cardstock, it's well over $25. But our price today is
$19.99.
$19.99. So that is a deal. And you know, we're going to sell this as long as we have supplies of each and every piece, right?
Yes. So don't forget to grab your kit. Do we have the sample we could show? Oh, it's hiding under all of the stuff.
It's hiding under here. That's right.
So this, again, is called the Floating Card Technique Bundle on the Krazy Kreations website. And we do sell out of these kits, so if you really like this, I would jump on the computer right away and order it. And remember, it has been discounted for you.
I love that.
So thank you so much for watching us today. We know we had a little bit of a bumpy time with our internet, but replay's available and it'll be smooth sailing with replay. We really appreciate you joining us, and if you loved this card, please give our video a big thumbs up.
Yes, so until next time, I'm Kara.
And I'm Jackie.
And we will see you soon. Have fun crafting.